Are you ready for the annual Social Connections Summit? It's happening August 5th and 6th. This year's summit theme is all about building trust and connecting authentically. That's in both your personal and professional life. Experts, coaches, and social wellness practitioners from all over are going to gather to this one spectacular event to help bring the joy of connection, community, and camaraderie to you. If in your personal life you feel unsupported with your current social circles, or if you don't have a group of peers that are close to you in age and share your interests and lifestyles, if you feel shyness or anxiety when meeting new people, this event is for you. It's going to help you improve your personal life. And in your professional life, if you feel more like an outsider than a team member in the workplace, if you feel like you don't have peers at work that know what's important to you, or if you feel like you always have to go along to get along, you need to be at this event. I promise you, you will leave empowered with skills and knowledge to create the social, emotional support that you need in both your personal and professional life. You don't have to just be friendly at work. You can actually be friends. Come find out how. Don't wait. Get your tickets now. VIP ticket holders will receive private, personalized one-to-one coaching session from up to 3 different coaches of their choosing. That's right. VIP ticket holders will receive private, personalized coaching. If you've been afraid to invest in a coach, this is your opportunity to test drive. If you want an experiential learning environment like none other, where you're going to gain insight from world-class professionals, be empowered by personality tests like the Enneagram and DISC assessments, and have an opportunity to network and share your experiences with others who feel exactly as you do, get yourself to the annual Social Connections Summit happening August 5th and 6th. Go to patternsof possibility.com to get your tickets, or check the link in the show notes. I'll see you there. Hey, what's going on? My name is Coach Lee Hopkins. My pronouns are he, him, his, and you're listening to the Patterns of Possibility podcast. This is a podcast dedicated to helping you replace harmful patterns with new possibilities. In each episode, we'll explore topics that inspire you to be yourself, live your truth, and make lasting connections. In this episode, we're going to talk about being the chosen one. Being the chosen one in your connections means that people actively choose you. It means they are attracted to something about you and they're interested. They spend their time and energy and effort trying to get to know you, trying to be in your presence, trying to be in your space. We love to be surrounded by people who want to be with us, don't we? So let's take a look. How do you become that chosen one? What are some things that you can do? What are some things that stop you from becoming the chosen one? Let's explore that today. Are you ready? Let's go. So I want to take you back for this episode. Imagine me playing kickball as a second, third grader. I was good at kickball. I was good at these little sports that we did as a kid. And I remember when we had the lineup for teams, in gym class, people would get picked, right? They'd be like, this person, I want this person on this team. I want that person on that team. And when I think about being chosen, I think about this. About being chosen to play sooner rather than later. Like people were like, oh, I know Lee's good at this. Lee's going to run. Lee's going to kick the ball. Lee's going to catch stuff. Lee's going to throw it in there. I'm going to get those kids out. I want Lee on my team. And so they actively chose me. They're like, hey, you. That felt really good. It felt really good to be selected before anybody else because they knew of my talents, my little kickball talents. And so that's how I want to think about being chosen here. And it may be a bad feeling or uncomfortable feeling for someone who is not chosen for this sport, who knows that they're not good at it or is really trying hard and not being seen. When I think about being chosen among your friends or among your connections, that is going to happen. Ouch. Ooh. That's going to happen. But it's the recognizing that not everybody's great at kickball. Not everybody wants to be good at kickball either. Everybody wants to be known for their talent in kickball. In fact, I'm not famous for it today. It's not a big deal to me. It's not a big deal these days. But when we talk about being chosen among our friends or among our connections, that means people are actively looking at something that is amazing about us, something that charms them, something that excites them, that they're drawn to it. The thing is that people are only drawn to these things about us, or they're more likely to be drawn to these amazing qualities about us if we showcase them, if we talk about them, if we share them, if we open up about what's important to us. Other people will be drawn to it. People knew I was good at kickball because they could see I was good at kickball. And so they were like, oh, we know what Lee's going to do. We want Lee on our team. But for those of us who don't shine, who don't share, who don't open up, many people just don't know. They don't know how marvelous and amazing that you are because they're not really looking. But if you run into somebody like me, I just can't help but to see how amazing people are. So when we talk about being chosen, the way to become chosen is to shine, to show up, to illuminate these amazing qualities about who you are, what you believe, and how you feel. I like to call this showing the truth of who you are. Talking about those things that are really important to you. People cannot help but to be attracted to that thing. They can't help it. If you talk about something that is similar to what they believe, if you show up in a way that reminds them of themselves, they are going to be attracted to it. This is how you become chosen. We also can call this being yourself. Being yourself and living it out loud. Expressing your ideas, your thoughts, your opinions, sharing those. And I'm not saying that you need to be a jerk about it, but doing the things that bring you joy, specifically doing the things that bring you joy and excitement for yourself without anybody else looking, doing those things without wondering how other people are thinking or feeling about what you do is going to have people attracted to you. You will become chosen by the people who recognize themselves in you. That's how it works. Now, why don't we do this? Anybody? Probably yelling at your computer now, yelling at your listening device, like, Lee, what are you talking about? Showing up, and when I do that, people tell me to stop it. People don't like me. People hate on me. Well, they're not mutually exclusive. So there are going to be people. This is the thing that stops us from wanting to be shine, to want to shine. This is what stops us because we know we've experienced this. Everybody, I know I've experienced this. The most difficult part of showcasing yourself like that, doing the things that bring you joy unapologetically, and when you show your beauty, 3 things are going to happen. One of 3 things you may have experienced. 1, some people just aren't attracted to it. They're going to be like, nah, not my cup of tea. And they're just going to walk right by you. 2, other people are going to be actively repelled by it. They're going to be like, this is not my thing. I don't want anything to do with it. Get away. And they go in the opposite direction. And then there are going to be some people who pause, look at you, and they're actively distressed by the fact that you are. And they're going to want to stop you from shining. It's scary as hell to encounter those 3 things. The first one, when people walk past you, you feel rejected. The second one, when people are repelled by you and go the opposite way, you also feel rejected. Even more so because they have done something specifically because you were in the space and they left. And then, wow, you've got the unwanted attention on the third one of people who actively want to stop you from being you. So, of course, you want to close up. Shut it down. No more light, no more shining, because all I do is attract those three people. All I do is attract those people who just can't stand me or wish me harm. I'm just going to stay here. I'm going to hide in my closet and I'm going to turn my little light on by myself and nobody's going to see it. Never going to share. And while you're there in that space, and this is so familiar to me, when you're there in that space, you're just like, everybody hates me. Nobody understands me. Nobody cares to understand me because all I've been experiencing is this, that, and the third. All I've been experiencing, there's nobody out there who really cares about me. That's not true. There is. There are people who are actively going to choose you. The thing is, it takes a lot of effort and energy to find those people. Because, wow, they're doing the same thing. I mean, this is how I think about it, and this is my own personal journey. Is that the people who want to know me, know the quirks and whatever it is about me, the things that got me rejected or the unwanted attention, they are having the same experience and they also want to hide. They are looking outside of their closet and they're like, I'm not coming out here. They're not going to. But in my journey, what I have discovered is that if I shine bright, when I shine bright, I endure the this, that, and the third. When people aren't attracted to me, they just walk by. When people are repelled by me and they walk in opposite direction, or people directly confront me and try to stop me from shining, I develop skills to navigate those three cases. So I must shine. So when I shine, those people who I look familiar to in their closets hiding will see me. They're looking for me. They're looking for you too. They are. It's simple, but not easy, as Mel Robbins would say. It's very simple process to be yourself, to do it without question, because that's what we are. We are ourselves. Do the things that bring us joy. But man, as soon as we get that side eye, that bombastic side eye, we get somebody who looks at us or sneers at us, we just want to shut it all down. And then we get stuck. We suffer. We don't get an opportunity to showcase who we are so that we can be the chosen one. I guarantee that somebody is out there looking to connect with you. They want to know you. They want to choose you. They also want that for themselves. And what's remarkable about this journey, what's remarkable and amazing about this is that because it's not easy to find these people who actively choose you, you go through one heck of a process to connect with them, to find them. And when you finally lay eyes on them, when they finally lay eyes on you, you will know that it was worth it. You will cherish your time with them and you will absolutely choose each other. I'll be right back with the answer Reddit question. All right, now it's time for the Reddit friendship advice question. If you have a friendship advice question that you think I should answer, tag me in it on Reddit. My handle is Brilliant and Resilient. That's Brilliant, the letter N, Resilient. New friend keeps making judgmental, unsupportive comments. I made a friend recently, within the last year or so, and we've had a decent amount in common. It's been nice getting together and hanging out with someone new. My issue is that I don't know if I should keep trying with them. They make at least one semi-rude, judgmental comment every time we hang out. I got a new job that involves some travel, and the friend wasn't very supportive. When I excitedly told them, they said the travel sounded like it'd be terrible and that they could never imagine being happy in a job like that. I felt a little weird, but shook it off after leaving from our hangout. Another day, we're having a conversation about feeling so connected to others while at a concert or a show that we get emotional. I love the electronic dance community and said there's nothing like that feeling of connection. The response from them was sarcastic and along the lines of, yeah, well, everyone is on drugs at those shows, so no kidding they'd feel that way. I have experimented in the past, but I'm not really interested in drugs at this point in my life, and they know that. I was being so supportive of them, mentioning their emotional comment or their experience, and they had to go shit all over mine? These kinds of comments weren't playful in nature. They just really shut me down. I know it's silly, but it's bothering me, and I don't know if it's worth trying to keep this friend. Any advice from anyone who's been in a similar situation? Well, Redditor, thanks so much for writing. Yes, I do have some thoughts because I have been in a similar situation. I have been the person who has been judged, and I've also been the person who has been judgmental. I've been the one who has tried to suck out the energy and the life out of some fun excitement that other people were having. And looking back on my experiences, I would say that as the person who is constantly experiencing the feeling of being judged, it's important that you talk about that. It's important that you acknowledge that because, man, it doesn't feel good. You want to be chosen in this situation, right? You want to be the friend that people come to you for the qualities that you express. And it doesn't feel like that. Being chosen doesn't feel like this. Sure, you're showing up and you're shining. You're talking about the things that are important to you. Unapologetically, you're expressing your joy for things and you get shat on. It doesn't feel good. That's not what it feels like to be chosen. What it really feels like to be chosen is support from your friend. And perhaps, they don't know how to support you. Now, I know that doesn't feel good to continue to deal with the situation, to continue to have your feelings repressed, and you want to be appreciated. You want to be seen. You want your shine to be appreciated. They're not doing it. I'd like you to consider this. Perhaps they don't know how to do it. When I reflect on my situation, when I reflect on how I showed up to other people, I just didn't know how. I was doing a bunch of automatic behaviors. Somebody expresses joy, we shut that down because I can't express my own joy for things. This is just me talking about my experiences. I do not know why. I do not know deeply why this other friend or your friend of yours is not able to share their joy or feel like they can't share their joy with you and they want to stomp on it as soon as you express yours. I don't know exactly why that's happening with them, but what we do know is that you say something that's exciting and fun to you and they poo-poo on it. They don't like it. They try and make you feel, or they automatically express disdain for it. This is just part of the pattern that you are noticing and it doesn't feel good. One thing that I might suggest that you try is to express to them how you feel about what they're doing when it happens. I've expressed this amazing event to you, or this new job. I got this new job that requires some travel. I'm very excited about it. It doesn't feel good when you say some negative things about it. When you look for something that could be bad about the situation and express that to me in my moment of joy. That doesn't feel good. And I'd ask that you not do that. When I express something that brings me joy, I would appreciate it. It would feel really great to me if you would also express joy or excitement for that thing. Because that's what you want. See, they perhaps are completely unaware that they're doing this. And nothing changes because we haven't quite identified exactly what the thing is that they're doing when it happens and how to change it. So what I'm suggesting here is to listen, or maybe intentionally try sharing something that is exciting and fun to you to see how they respond. Right? You already know how they're going to respond. It's going to be probably the negative mode. But when they respond, what you'll do instead is not get angry at them, not frown at them, not show frustration. You want to talk about the event as it just happened. You want to say how you feel about the event and why you feel that way. And then finally, give them the solution, or give them the action steps that they can do in the future when this event arises. So when you share that you have just had a joyful experience about whatever it is, and they poo-poo on it, that's your event. That just happened. I said something that was really exciting to me and you poo-pooed on it. You share how upset or disappointed or sad you feel about that. Just say the words. You don't need to, I feel so mad. No, just really clearly and calmly, concisely share that with them. And then tell them why. This really hurts my feelings because as a friend, I think you'd be more supportive, or I'd hope that you'd be more supportive, right? I want my friends to be more supportive. And then finally, you give them what it is that they can do to demonstrate the support that you want. Well, when I express that I'm having a joyful moment, I'd hope that you share that joy with me. You reflect it back. You say that, oh, that's so great. Congratulate me. Support me in a way that feels good to me. You have to tell them what that support is, because that's just not, and that's likely not something they naturally do. So they have to work at it. So if you want to keep trying with this person, sure, go ahead. Do this a few times and see if they actually make a change. If they're not able to make a change and support you and show you the attention as a chosen one, somebody whose shine they appreciate, someone who they're attracted to because they enjoy being in your presence, and you also have to enjoy being in their presence, then let go. Redditor, thank you so much for asking your question. I know that you didn't ask me to answer it, but I did, and I hope that it helps. Best of luck to you. Take care. My name is Coach Lee Hopkins, and you have been listening to the Patterns of Possibility podcast. You can find me at patternsofpossibility.com and on all social media at Patterns of Possibility. And as always, I want to encourage you to be yourself, live your truth, and there you'll make lasting friendships.